What's up? Can y'all hear the music? Please tell me y'all can hear the music, child. Can y'all hear the music? I should have texted Abby. Why am I craving that cat? Listen, I was looking at something yesterday. I was ordering from somewhere yesterday, and they had lamb chops on the menu, and I was like, I'm not even gonna do it to myself. I'm not even gonna do it to myself. What? Okay, good. The music was great. Yeah, that was something different, right? That was something different. I like it. It was a cute little vibe. It was a little bop. What's up, everybody? Hey, Lock Queen. What's up, Willie Brown? Hey, Dominique. T Lounge. I owe you a phone call. I got your message yesterday, and I got your call. And when you called me, I was in the middle of something, and I forgot to call you back. But I owe you a phone call. Hey, what's up, Diamond Pearl? I haven't seen you in a while, babes. How you doing? Hey, Yana. How are you? How you feeling? How are you feeling? What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? So we're gonna go ahead and get into a few things tonight. Okay. Let me share this out. Jordan has a visitor. Okay, well, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me let me share this out because I don't know if it went out. Now, y'all know that the verses is coming on tonight. What time is that versus supposed to start, y'all? Is it supposed to start at 7? What's up, Peace Love? Hey, mama. Peace Love is one of the content creators, you guys, that will be doing the Vlogmas. So if y'all are not subscribed, make sure y'all get on over there and subscribe to Peace Love. Is what time the verse is supposed to start? Black 30. Okay, but what time is it really supposed to start? I'll adjust. I'll adjust to my black clock. I just need to know what time it's supposed to start. Been traveling Aruba and then Tom joined the cruise. I ain't know Tom Joyner still did his cruise, girl. I ain't mad at you though. Get that in. Get that in. I hope you had a good time. Safe travels to you, honey bun. No. So what time y'all is this supposed to start? 8 o'clock? 7 o'clock? Because I see people already have their streams and stuff set up on YouTube and all of that. So I was just wondering. Because I'm gonna catch it. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow, y'all. We'll talk about it tomorrow. So before we get into it, I'm still waiting for y'all to tell me what time the verse is supposed to start. But you know, sometimes the stream y'all be tripping. Y'all might have told me already, and it's a delay, so I'll wait for it to pop up on the screen. Okay, 8 o'clock. Thank you. See, the stream y'all be a delay sometimes. All right, so before we get into it, y'all know I have to make my announcements, my church announcements. I do mine at the beginning and not at the end, okay? Because my memory ain't good. I'll be forgetting by the end. But church announcements for today. Don't forget we have Vlogmas coming up. I just told you Peace Love is one of the content creators that will be doing Vlogmas. We will be bringing you 24 days of a Christmas video down to our channel. The videos aren't going to be that long, you know, anywhere from 5 to 10, 15 minutes. And we're going to be talking about different topics. Peace Love has been working on the graphics and everything for that. So you guys will be seeing that on our community wall soon. And again, I will be doing a members only 12 days of Christmas. So that if you are a member before December the 1st, you are eligible to be a part of it. I will just be randomly throughout the month on 12 different occasions. I will be pulling out a name of one of my members, and you will get a gift from me. It could be anything from on the spot cash app to something coming in your mailbox. Okay, because 'tis the season, everybody. But for everybody, for all my subscribers, everyone is eligible for the raffle that I will be doing. I mean, not raffle, the trivia I will be doing the week of Christmas. Like I said, it'll be the week of Christmas. Christmas is on a Saturday. So sometime during that week, we're going to do the trivia. I don't know the exact date yet. I'm going to let you know when we get a little bit closer. But the questions will be coming from the different Vlogmas videos. And not just my Vlogmas videos, but from some of the other YouTubers / content creators that are participating in the Vlogmas down here. So you will have the names of those people. You will be able to go watch them videos. And then we're going to meet back here and we're going to have ourselves a good little Thanksgiving time. Okay. I mean, I said Thanksgiving. Christmas time. Child. So, what's up, Albridge Troll? Okay, Albridge Troll. Okay. All right. Okay. So, with that being said, look at my overlay, y'all. Look at that. So that overlay is courtesy of Kamisha Reviews, you guys. For all of my YouTubers, content creators, Kamisha Reviews has over she, if you've ever watched her channel, she does a lot of the graphics. She has all of those things. It's fun for her. She enjoys doing it. And she is now contracting out her services. So if you want emojis for your membership, if you want overlays, all of that stuff she is doing. So you guys go and reach out to her. Okay. But she gave me my little Thanksgiving overlay, honey. All right, so let's get into this. Got a couple of things to talk about today. We're not going to be before you long. I feel like I'm the pastor down to the church. I won't be before you long. What's up, Tabitha? We're going to talk about Julius Jones a little bit over here. But before we get to the good, y'all, we got to deal with the bad. So, an update. I'm gonna end on a good note. We're gonna start with the bullshit. An update on young Dolph murder. The police did release the pictures of. You didn't miss much. You just missed a couple of announcements. We about to get into it now, honey. Young Dolph, the police did release pictures of surveillance pictures of the two men that shot and murdered young Dolph. From the pictures, it looked like they came ready. It doesn't seem like it was a crime of opportunity. It definitely seemed like it was a murder execution. They did release the faces, but at least I didn't see the faces. What the picture I saw had the faces pixeled out. But I definitely feel like if you know who that person is, you'll know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like you can recognize them from the picture. But even more damning, the police released the car. And if you don't recognize who those people are from their stance, you will definitely recognize the car. It's some sort of white sedan, but it looks like it's got a scrape mark on the side or some sort of marking on the side. It's not like, fresh with nothing on it. So if you got a friend that got a white car with a little scrape on the side or something like that, you are definitely looking at the TV side on it right about now. I think it's only a matter of time before there are some sort of arrest or is some sort of arrest made. From what I'm hearing, and you can't go by everything you hear because in times like this, everybody make up stuff and everybody starts, doing it, coming up with their own versions of stories. But from what I have read, there've been some quote unquote retaliatory shootings. So we're gonna pray for Memphis. When people are in pain, they don't always lash out in the best way. So we're gonna pray for Memphis and hope that they find the people responsible sooner rather than later so that we can get to the healing place, get to the place of healing, right? Monica got a lot of heat because she put down to her Instagram. I didn't see the second tweet, but I did see the tweet where she was talking about how she had just talked to young Dolph last night or the night before he was murdered. And she was just like, if I knew that was the last time I was going to talk to you, oh my goodness, I can't believe it, yada, yada, yada. But then they went on to say that she was tweeting about we were supposed to go on tour together in February. And now I didn't read all the tweets, okay, because she done had to delete them now because people done hit her and so much backlash. But I don't feel like what she said was insensitive. She was saying, hey, I knew this guy. Me and him would get ready to do some work together. We were going on tour together in February. And it's unfortunate that that's not going to happen. I'm so sorry that this happened. Like, I don't know. Maybe I would have to read the tweets. Maybe the tweets went on to say something a little deeper because they said she deleted all of them. So she must have said something that pissed people off, child. Yana, you said you had your booster shot. I'm so loopy, but I'm doing very well. Well, thank you. Listen, y'all keep hearing stuff about these booster shots, honey. I don't know about these booster shots. I don't know. But like I said, I'll probably schedule mine for over Christmas break so that I won't have to take off work. Because I told you, one of my coworkers last week, that thing wiped her out. What's up, y'all? Hey, boo. So, yeah. So, but y'all know, too, when people are grieving and when people are processing, it don't take much. It don't take much, okay? Hey, Tracy, what's up, babes? What's up? So that's the update with that. Again, we're just going to keep, we're keeping. What's up, Blue Cartier? I ain't seen you in a while, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, boo. We definitely gonna keep the Now I'm not ruining my Christmas vacation with the booster. No, you have something planned. Like you are actually going away with the family. Y'all doing the whole, cabin in the woods situation. I feel like that's a great beginning to a Hallmark movie, which y'all got going on, Abby. I wouldn't do the booster either. As of right now, outside of whatever we come up with to do for L Teddy's birthday, I don't have nothing planned, child. Y'all, I don't listen. I done already told you. Don't be pressing me out about that thing. I told you yesterday. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Calm down. Calm down. What's up, Diva Law? What's up, boo? And if I do it, I promise you ain't gonna see that. You're not gonna see that review till the weekend. If I do the ultimate girls trip, you won't see it till the weekend. I have too many other things before that I need to get out. So if I have time to watch it this weekend, then y'all get it. You finna find your husband at the cabin trip. I know that's right. I know that's right, baby. So, I lost my train of thought fussing at y'all. Yeah, I remember Tabitha. Tabitha, y'all go check her out. She talked about what happened with her booster. And I said, oh my goodness. And I'll be doing the Moderna. I'll be doing the Moderna booster. So yeah, so I'm gonna do it. Like I said, I'll schedule it, but I'm not gonna schedule it right now. I just want your opinion. That's all. I got mine out the way because I'll be playing Pokemon the whole weekend. Child, you and that Pokemon, child. Girl, everything makes me loopy since the chemo, but I didn't make me sick at all. I'm still on my chemo pills, but none of my people had any adverse reaction to. Okay. So, okay. I hear what you're saying. No cabin in the woods for me. I be thinking about Jason is out there, not good for my anxiety levels. Child. Did mine on a Friday. I was okay by Sunday, just a little sleepy. Well, when I took the vaccine, that's all it did. It just made me really I was knocked out. I think I did. The first one wasn't that bad. The first one triggered my asthma. The first one sort of triggered my asthma. I needed to hit my inhaler a couple of times. And Nisi was here and it triggered her asthma too. So both of us were in here for like a day. But then for the second one, it didn't bother my asthma, but baby, I was knocked out. I was knocked out. Like we went that morning, I think like at 10 o'clock that morning, we had her appointment was like at 9:30. Mine was like at 10. We had breakfast, came home. I slept the rest of the day. I literally slept the rest of the day. But anyway, so that was that. So that's the update on that. So let's talk about this Zac Stacy situation. In case y'all have not seen the footage or heard the story, it was all over social media today and went viral. Zac Stacy, who was arrested for a warrant was out for his arrest for DV. I heard about the warrant out for his arrest, but today footage was released. The warrant was out for his arrest for DV against his ex-girlfriend / mother of his 5-month-old child. But then the footage was released today. What's up, Mimi? The footage, you guys, is absolutely brutal. Have you heard of this Tampa Bay show? It's a lesbian housewife show? No, I never heard of it. Huh. No. Send me a link to it, Evie. I never heard of it. The video is absolutely heartbreaking. You see this man. He's an ex-football player. He played in the NFL. I believe he was a running back. He flung that woman like he was flicking a fly off of his shirt. And to see her fly across that room, and from one angle, it looked like she hit the wall, but I thought she hit a picture. But it was a TV. She hit the TV and fell, and then the TV fell on top of her. He walks off, and then he comes back, and it looks like he's throwing something at her. Then there's another clip where he's literally just punching her in the head. Y'all, it is brutal. I'm telling you now, if it's gonna trigger you, if you have had some sort of situation or those types of things trigger you, do not click on the video. If you see it, keep scrolling because it's brutal. I mean, it's very graphic and it is very brutal. Um, the woman, his ex-girlfriend, she did do a video. They have not found him as of a few minutes before I went live. They had not found him, and they said that she believes his friends are hiding him, which they probably absolutely are. It's clear that the police have probably looked at all the places that he would be, his home, his parents, his family. So he's probably at a friend's house somewhere that they don't know to look or they haven't gotten around to yet. But eventually, especially now that footage was released, eventually somebody gonna recognize him. He gonna be out doing something, and they gonna find him. His tags are somebody gonna run them tags or something, and they gonna find him. Yeah, it's definitely a trigger warning. Tabitha said the video was on her Instagram, but again, it is a trigger warning. So y'all can go on over there, check out. Y'all should be subscribed to Tabitha Instagram anyway. Child should be giving y'all some good stuff. But definitely do not go look at it if it's not something that you can handle. I don't want nobody saying, you did it. I ain't do nothing. I'm telling you now, don't go watch it. But he would definitely be missing, fooling with me. I'm calling all the cousins. Listen. The thing was, they said, he fled the scene before because if you see the video, I mean, I know you saw it, Abby. He by the time she called the police, because she said she called the police immediately. By the time, obviously by the time the police got there, he was gone and they ain't been able to find him since. But yeah, cousin Pookie waiting for you, bro. Cousin Pookie waiting. I was absolutely called aiding and abetting, and somebody they gonna get him. And again, thank you, YBS Mary. Thank you, love. Thank you. I appreciate it too. She said just sending a little love. I take it. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Thank you. He can be anywhere at this point. You can get out of Nashville so quickly and easily with the amount of highways. Oh, that's where they are in Nashville. He may be gone, but again, with that video going viral and the response that video has gotten, that's on the level of like what we saw with Ray Rice up here in Baltimore when he punched his wife and her ass was knocked out on that elevator and then he stepped over her. Like, it was on that level of brutality where you were just like, there are no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no room for interpretation. It doesn't matter what that woman said prior to what he did to her. I don't care what she said. I don't care if she talked about his dead mammy. I don't care if she threatened to take his kids and never let him see his child. Like, I don't care what she said to him. There's absolutely nothing to justify that response. Now, if he had just shoved her out of his way, then okay, I'd be like, well, they was arguing and maybe she said something out the way and he was like, get out of my way before I do something crazy, but not that. There's nothing. There's nothing. And the psycho had the nerve to say, I love you to the baby as he left. Like, no, you don't. I think it was worse too. Mary. YBS Mary. I absolutely agree with you. I think it was worse. I do. I absolutely think it's worse. Absolutely think it's worse. Like, I put that on the level of, and I'm not even being funny when I say this, I put that on the level of like Ike and Tina Turner from the movie, like the way he beat on her. And that was a movie. Like, I know it was based on a true story, but I'm saying we were looking at a movie. But when you look at that video, like, it was, I cannot. Exactly. There's absolutely nothing she could have said to him to warrant what he did to her. Like, if y'all see, the way he flung her against that wall and broke that damn TV, baby. Oh, absolutely someone's helping him. Absolutely. Yeah, it was absolutely, yeah, absolutely somebody's helping him. And again, I think with the level of viral and response that this video has gotten, because I ain't gonna say if, when they find him, whoever has been helping him, I fully expect them to be charged. Because here's the thing. Prior to that video coming out, I could see a friend saying, man, she tripping. She just trying to, I could see him making up a story and a friend saying, all right, man, just chill here for a couple of days till it blow over. Because, again, remember, she filed a restraining order against him. But we know that people do that all the time. People file restraining orders a dime a dozen. Sometimes it don't even be no shit. They just using the courts to leverage them against each other. You know what I'm saying? So I could see him showing up at a friend's house saying, man, she tripping. We got into an argument. She was threatening to take my baby. Like, I could see him coming up with some bullshit, right? And then a friend saying, all right, you can stay here a couple of days. But the minute you saw that video, I'd have been like this. He here. Ain't nowhere in the world. It's nowhere in the world I could still do that. Like, again, I could see friends looking out for him if they only have his side of the story and he make it seem like it's some bullshit. But what I can't see is anybody defending that. You just watch it, keep it. See, y'all just went to go watch it. Is it not? Is it not? The Ray Rice mess was crazy. They showed extended video years ago. She was hitting and smacking him, leading up to him hitting her, and she spit in his face on the elevator. Yeah. He deserves street justice, T-Lounge. Listen, that's what he would have got from me. I don't know if I would have called the police. I'm just going to go ahead and keep it real with y'all. I don't know if I would have called the police. I'm just telling you. I'd call Pookie and them. You know who would have a copy of that videotape right now? Pookie and them. I'm just saying. What's up, Watermelon Sugar, coming to the stage? Hey, boo. Yeah, I'm just saying. I just feel like Pookie and them would have that video. And that's who would have got that phone call. Like, yeah, the police probably wouldn't know nothing about this. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. It's a whole burning bed situation. I'm just saying. It's a menace to society. Listen. I'm just telling y'all what I know. Okay, I'm just telling y'all what I know. Y'all can judge me. Don't judge me. Judge your mama. Okay, because I'm just telling you. I don't know if 911 would have been the number I called. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if it would have been 911. That's all I'm saying. It might have been a whole nother set of numbers. That's it. It's a whole burning bed, child. Oh, I already read that. And if y'all don't know what the burning bed is, child, y'all better go find it. I'm sure it's on YouTube or something. You talk about talk about redemption and self-justice, honey. Hey, Lady Libra. Hey, Pookie. Need a burner phone before the crime. I'm just saying. Things would just happen. The things of the things. That is the one with Farrah Fawcett, honey. Yes. Oh, Xavier, I'm proud of you. Because normally when we talk about old stuff, Xavier be like, I don't know what y'all talking about. My baby Xavier be like, I don't know what y'all talking about. That is before my time. Go ahead, baby. Xavier said, I got this one. I got this one. Yeah, I know he played for the Jets, and I'm not sure what other team he played for. He was only in the league a couple of years. CTE is a long shot. Child, I promise y'all by the end of the week, I feel like, let me not promise nothing. I feel like, tomorrow is the end of the week, child. Oh, this week went by. Hallelujah, this week went by fast. Because I only got 2 work days next week. Can we say to church, say amen? Monday and Tuesday. Hallelujah. Anyway, but I feel like in the next couple of days, we're going to get a whole bunch of other stories about ex-girlfriends or things like that. For what he did, that wasn't a I lost my cool, I saw red, it was a one-time thing. Like, I feel like, because let's think about this. And I know she got a 5-month-old baby, so maybe the cameras are there because she got a baby in the house. But I feel like those cameras weren't there on accident. And I know a lot of people have cameras in their house, so I'm not trying to say, oh, she was trying, but I feel like that's not the first time he put his hands on her. And I feel like she's not the first woman he has put his hands on. So I anticipate hearing some other stories. That's all I'm saying. Oh, your auntie loved it, child. What up, Markel? Hola, ¿cómo estás? I saw you were hanging out. I saw you and George were out in them streets this weekend. This week, honey. He was out in them streets. Hey, what's up, Diamond Onyx? Hi. You got more days off work next week? Well, good for you. Good for you. So yeah, I hope he gets caught. And like I said, I'm sure that somebody is helping him out at this point. I'm certain of it. But hopefully, whoever is helping him out will see this video and realize that it's not a good idea to keep him in the house. That's all I'm gonna say. Niggas been proving Jessie Woo wrong all week. What Jessie Woo say? I don't chat. What she say? That wasn't a one-time thing. He's done it before. She has her wits about herself. I feel like she planned to record. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Tabitha. I don't think that camera was an accident. I don't think that camera was, oh, I have a newborn baby in the house and I need to have a camera. I think that camera was there for exactly what happened. I think that camera was there to record what was going on in that house. Now, that's my opinion, and I would have to hear her tell me differently. And she just kept saying, I'm sorry. Spit is disgusting. I would lose my shit. Listen, if somebody spit on me, all bets are off. I'm just saying. All bets are off. You spit on me, all bets are off. I'm sorry. To me, spitting on me is worse than hitting me. Nope. Nope. Over here drinking, enjoying. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Enjoying your Chicago winter, child. Listen. Today it was in the 70s. Today the temperature's supposed to drop 40 degrees tonight. Autumn leaves is the candle of the day. You see, I already got it lit. Autumn leaves is the candle of the day. I think he has been. I think he was a has-been loser. Thought his career should have taken off, blaming everyone but himself. Probably. Jessie Woo said that black men are emotionally available to only non-black women, but the baby and Zac have been showing that these interracial aren't all they cracked up to be. Listen. A bad seed is a bad seed. It doesn't matter who they're dating. He would have done the same thing with a black woman. He'd have done the same thing with an Asian woman. He'd have done the same thing with a Latino woman. A bad seed is a bad seed. Now, the response he got might be different depending on who he's with, but a bad seed is a bad seed. I'm sorry. I don't know. And y'all know how I feel. I don't like blanket statements. So are there some people who are color struck and have issues with color? I agree. Yeah. I think there's some people who still have that mindset of white is right and and all of that. But I don't think it's a all black men situation. Like I don't like blanket statements when you want to paint everybody with the same brush. I don't like it. So to say all black men are emotionally unavailable to are only emotionally available to non-white women, then then what you're doing is you're disregarding all of the successful black relationships. And my parents are one of those. Like, my parents have been married for 56 years. You're not going to disregard what my parents' relationship. Sorry. My grandparents' relationship, my aunt and uncle. Like, I'm surrounded by black love, and I'm surrounded by black men who have been very emotionally available to their families and to their spouses. So I'm not going to walk down that road. I just can't. You know what I'm saying? So when people say that and they make those broad statements, I'm going to always push back because that's not my experience. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't some black men out there. But listen, are we going to sit here and act like white men don't beat women? Latino men don't beat women? Asian men don't beat women? We're going to make this a black thing? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not accepting that. Yeah, I'm not going to allow that narrative. I'm not going to accept that now. I'm going to say allow it. I can't accept that narrative. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, hell, look at, anyway, whatever. Yeah, so I just, again, arguments can be made about people being color struck. Yes. But that broad, that bloop, bloop, bloop. Yeah, I can't do that. Predators are predators, come in all colors and ethnicities. You better say it again for the people in the back. Absolutely. Jesse was but it's so ironic that she said that and they proved her right. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. A broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't care what color he was. Exactly. Right. The burning bed was literally a black woman. I mean, a white woman. Literally. Farrah Fawcett. A white woman. What's up, number one Eagle fan? If you are driving, don't you say nothing else in this chat, honey. You do what you got to do. You keep your eyes on the road, baby girl. All right, y'all. Well, I said we were going to end on a good note. I don't have a whole lot to bring y'all tonight. But I do want to end on a good note. I haven't talked a lot about this case over here, but I don't know if you guys have been following the Julius Jones case. Julius Jones, I'm going to read you guys some things, but today we found out that the governor of Oklahoma, he was set to be executed today at 4:00 Oklahoma time. He's been on death row since he was 19 years old. So he's been in jail longer, like more than half of his life. And I'm going to read you guys some of the facts of the case. But today, Governor Julius Jones granted him life without parole in exchange of taking him off of death row. So what I hope is, I know the Innocence Project is working on his case, and what I hope is that he still can appeal his conviction and that they can get him out. What I don't understand, like when you hear some of these cases you could be like, that might be a little wishy-washy. But this is not one of those cases. Like, in my mind, this is not one of those cases where you say, well, I can kind of see that there's benefit of the doubt. No. What's up, P? So I'm going to read you guys this. This is coming from the Innocence Project website. Here's what you need to know about the Julius Jones case. So these are 8 facts about the case, and this is why. Not 8 facts, but this is why the Innocence Project and so many other celebrities, including, we've seen Kim Kardashian, we've seen T.D. Jakes, and the list goes on and on and on. They had a petition where hundreds of thousands of people signed the petition, myself included. So all of these things. So let me read you guys some of the facts from his case. Julius Jones was at home having dinner with his parents and sister at the time of the murder. However, his legal team failed to present his alibi at his original trial. His trial attorneys did not call Mr. Jones or his family members to the stand. Now, that first one, okay, because you signed it to Zap Allen, good for you. Because a lot of times defendants, and especially in murder cases, they don't testify because we know it opens them up to cross-examination. So, okay, fine, maybe. And we also know that a family member is not always a reliable alibi for obvious reasons. So that first one, I was like, okay, well, maybe. But it gets worse. Okay. Mr. Jones did not match the description of the person who committed the crime, which was provided by a sole witness. The person who killed Mr. Howe was described as having 1 to 2 inches of hair, but Mr. Jones had a shaved head. I feel like that should have been enough between him having an alibi And the fact that he didn't fucking match the description, I feel like should have been enough that he should have never even been arrested, much less charged, much less tried, much less convicted. A man named Christopher Jordan matched the eyewitness's hair description, but claimed only to have been the getaway driver and not the shooter at trial. He was the state's star witness against Mr. Jones. Make that make sense? The person who did fit the description testified against Julius Jones, who didn't fit the description. Make that make sense, y'all? Make that make sense? In exchange for testifying against Mr. Jones, Mr. Jordan was given a plea deal for his role as the getaway driver in quotation marks. He served 15 years in prison and today is a free man. Three people incarcerated with Mr. Jordan at different times have said in sworn affidavits that Mr. Jordan told each of them that he committed the murder and framed Mr. Jones. None of these three men have met Mr. Jones, and they do not know one another. And none of them have been offered a shorter sentence or have any incentive in exchange for disclosing Mr. Jordan's confessions. Now let's talk about the racial aspect of the case, okay? Mr. Howe, a white man, was killed in a predominantly white neighborhood. Immediately, the district attorney, Bob Macy, characterized the crime as an act of violence committed by black men fueled by drugs. This narrative was perpetuated by media coverage. So before they knew anything, the district attorney said that this had to be black people that killed him and it had to be about drugs. The officer who arrested Mr. Jones called him a nigger and dared him to run, then implied he would shoot him if he did. Well, 11 of the 12 jurors at Mr. Jones' trial were white, and one juror referred to Mr. Jones as a nigger and suggested that he be taken out behind the courthouse and shot. And Tabitha, who did a live on this earlier as well, she said that Mr. Jordan bragged about planting the gun at Mr. Jones's residence. Yeah, she read. Y'all go check her live out because she got a little more into the actual like the timeline of the case and more of the evidence in the case. Y'all check her live out. She's got some good information over there as well. But yes, Mr. Jordan bragged about the fact that he framed Julius Jones. 1/3 of District Attorney Macy's death penalty convictions have been overturned due to prosecutorial misconduct. Many of those whose convictions were vacated were black people. To date, 10 people sentenced to death in murder cases in Oklahoma have been exonerated. Y'all, I don't know. And so am I happy that this man is off death row? Sure. But I don't understand why he's not going home tonight. I don't understand why he's still in jail. Mind you, he's been locked up since he was 19 years old. This happened, hold on, let me go back to the beginning. This happened in 1999. So he's been in jail as long as he's been out of jail at this point for a crime he clearly did not commit. He clearly, what's up, Shawana? Where you been, girl? He clearly did not commit this crime. I'm sorry, keep it cute. Between Zac Stacy and this story, I got your blood pressure up. I'm sorry, babes. I'm sorry. So the Innocence Project is still working on his appeals to get him out of jail. And I just hope that whatever this agreement they made, I hope this did not preclude him from being able to continue to pursue the other states to get him out of jail altogether. At this point, I'm just, other than trying to save face, I'm just not sure why this young man is still in jail. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand why he's still in jail. But they want to make a law on Asian hate, but us black people are still out here fighting for our lives every generation, child. Why isn't he at least getting a new trial? Your guess is as good as mine, child. As good as mine. So this is what I'm going to say to you guys. This is the end of the year. It is a time of giving. I know a lot of people write checks at the end of the year because they're looking for some taxes, some tax write-offs. Outside of donating to a local HBCU, you might want to think about writing a check to the Innocence Project, because the Innocence Project does this kind of thing all day, every day. It's a nonprofit. A lot of these people are a lot of the lawyers are representing these people pro bono. They're getting paid through donations and grants and other ways that, you know, the Innocence Project is a high, you know, they get money. Let's be clear. But you may want to look into other organizations that do things like this that may not have the same notoriety as the Innocence Project, but there are organizations all over the country who specifically focus on trying to get, let's be honest, majority people of color out of jail for wrongfully convicted crimes. So I think he would have to win a new trial, no parole or other commutations or allowed based on Sit's order. That was the only thing I mean, I was happy to hear he's not going to be killed, obviously, but I just hope that they didn't have to sort of make a deal with the devil for it to happen. Because when I found out that they were staying the execution, but he still had to stay in jail, like, what the agreement was that he had to stay in jail the rest of his life. I still feel like, yeah, I mean, I'm glad you're not being killed, but I don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, it scrambles my brain. Like, some things, y'all, I could try to see both sides of the coin and I can be like, well, I can see. That is so blatant to me. It's so blatant to me. But there was another case. I think I told you guys about this a couple of weeks ago. I saw it on it was a 30 after 30 on ESPN. Was it Skylar Duggins? Star basketball player and WNBA player. She's been she won all these championships at UConn and the WNBA, and she's like, you know, had one of these very lucrative contracts with Nike. And I want to say it was Skylar Duggins, I think. But long story short, same thing happened with her. Through a family member, I don't want to get into all the details, but through a family member, she became introduced to a man who was in jail for a crime he said he did not commit. And when she started doing, like, her uncle, I want to say her uncle, who was a teacher, it was her godfather or her uncle. And I want to say he was like, oh, was he a choir? He used to do things at the jail. He did some sort of ministry at the jail. I don't know if it was a choir director or a teacher, but his wife was a teacher. That I know. But I think he's a music teacher, but he would go down to the jail and he would direct the choir. And that's how he became familiar with this guy. And I don't remember his name, so I don't want to be disrespectful. I just don't remember his name. But somehow over the years, Skylar got introduced to him, and she started looking into his case. And again, it was very blatant. He was arrested for some sort of robbery when he was a kid. And he said, you know, I did little odds and ends. You know, I wasn't innocent. He said, I wasn't a saint, but I didn't do what they arrested me for. Like, I wasn't guilty of what they arrested me for. And when they, yeah, I did, Cameron, sorry. And when they started looking at the case, I mean, he was a minor. They never let him talk to his mom. They never let him talk to a lawyer. He could barely read and write, and they had this elaborate statement that he allegedly wrote. Like, when they went through all of the facts, it was so obvious and it was so blatant how obvious that he was set up, and the police, again, I don't have all the facts in front of me, but it was a pretty good story. And she actually ended up um taking a leave of absence from the WNBA just to focus on his case, to try to get him out of jail. And of course they had a lawyer, and because she had the money, she could afford, to pay for a lawyer and all of that good stuff. And she would, use her platform. She went on different shows to talk about his case, to bring more notoriety to the case. And it was funny because as I was watching it, the longer I was watching it, I was like, okay. And they fell in love through this process. And when he got out of jail, they got married. And so they're now married, and he's, it's a really good story. But again, when you hear about the miscarriage and you just hear about all the facts of his case and how it just doesn't add up. His mom died while he was in jail. And again, he was arrested. I don't remember how old he was, but I know he was younger than 20. He was younger than 20. And again, when you hear the facts of some of these cases, you're like, this is just so fucking blatant. It's so obvious. I don't understand what the problem is. But it generally usually comes down to people trying to save face and nobody wanting to say they made a mistake. That's just really what it boils down to. So, but he was exonerated. He actually got out. He was exonerated, I believe. I hope I'm using the right term. Hey, LaDonna, hi, boo. I haven't seen you in a while either. Hi. I believe exonerated was the correct term. But if y'all go to 30 on 30, I believe it was Skylar Duggins. Or if you just Google Skylar Duggins, I'm sure it pops up the story. Because like I said, they're married now. Because, she said they got to the point where they were talking every day. They would talk every day, and she would go visit him when she had, when she was during the off season, and they started off as friends, and of course it evolved, it developed and evolved. And he told her, he said, I don't want, they didn't get married till after he got out of jail, because he was like, I don't want you putting your life on hold for me. Yes, I love you, and I have these feelings for you, but I'm not going to ask you to marry me. I'm not going to put you in this position until I know I'm coming home. And she was like, I don't care. I love you and I want to be with you. It was sweet. I mean, but they built it up. Like, that's not where it started. Like, they didn't even let you know, like, as you're watching it, they don't even let you know until like halfway through that there was anything romantic. But I'm watching it and I'm like, hold on, they was talking to each other every day. She was going to visit him every time she didn't have a game. I mean, every time she had a break from the league. I was like, so, but it's cute. It's a love story. It's a beautiful love story, honey. It's a beautiful love story. But anyway, so that's it, y'all. I didn't have a whole lot to bring y'all today. Make sure y'all are getting over there to that Avon, honey. And y'all are getting y'all Christmas gifts on over to the Avon. My mods have been giving y'all that info. The link is scrolling down to the bottom of the page. And we got a lot of stuff coming up this weekend. I have the panel on Saturday for Ready to Love over on Kamisha Reviews channel. So y'all make sure y'all check me out over there. El Teddy, myself, and Darren Green are going to talk about the latest episode of Insecure. I'm not sure exactly. I think we said tomorrow we were going to try to get that done. And then myself, El Teddy, and Kamisha Reviews will be doing a Queen Sugar panel to discuss season 6. And for those of you who watch Queen Sugar, I don't know if you saw the announcement that they made, but next season will be the final season of Queen Sugar. So season 7 will be the final season, which I'm okay with that. I feel like we've gotten all we could get out of Queen Sugar. Like, I feel like we've gotten the story. So I'm okay with it being the final season. Yeah, so that's what we got coming up. We had a couple of YouTubers in the channel today, so y'all make sure y'all checking out Tabitha Speaks, Yocrates, Peace, Love. As always, Ebby Reviews. Y'all go check them out. They got a lot of good stuff going on over there. Again, if you want more details on the Julius Jones case, Tabitha did a whole, her whole show was dedicated to talking about what happened and what the terms were of the agreement and facts of the case and all of that. So y'all can definitely go check that out. These 2 seasons of Queen Sugar were ass. Glad they're ending. Yeah, I didn't like this season, but we'll talk more about it when we get to the panel. Please make sure that you guys, if you are not subscribed to the channel, go on and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button on your way out, y'all. Both is free 99. Both of those things are free 99. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.